I woke up quick, my heart racing, my body was cold from my sweat. It was 5:30 in the morning. I climbed out of bed and put on my warm, fuzzy slippers. I walked down my stairs slowly until I reached my kitchen table. I grabbed a bowl of cereal for breakfast. I heard my mom and dad's footsteps walking closer towards me. Then my dad asked me, "Are you ready?" I didn't respond. I was about to run against high schoolers in a mile race for the Junior Olympics in Folsom, California. The meet is called the Golden West Invitational, and I'm only 13. After I finished my breakfast, it was already 6. I ran upstairs and put on my running gear. I wore my favorite socks, then I put my sweatpants over my shorts. Then I put my slick black racing jersey that had the words Silver Bullets on the chest. That was my club track team. I looked in the mirror and took a deep breath. I was nervous. My mom yelled, "It's time to go. We have a long drive ahead." The meet was in Folsom, which is 3 hours away from Sunnyvale. I grabbed my sneakers, my sunglasses, a jacket, and my neon green track spikes. I hopped in the car. I got comfortable in my seat listening to some music. I dozed off into a deep sleep. When I woke up, I was only an hour away from the meet. I was going to be running against high schoolers, and I really doubted my strengths. I felt like I was just going to embarrass myself. If I was going to eat anything, this would be my last chance. So I ate a granola bar and wept about how I was going to lose the race. When I finally arrived, I checked myself in and got my lane number and bib. I went to go see my coach and my teammates. The race I was running in is the mile, and my teammate Ryan Ma is also running. It was about 45 minutes until the race, and I started my warm-ups. We ran on a dirt trail very slowly for about 2 miles. Then we stretched for about 15 minutes. There was only about 15 minutes until my race, so I went onto the football field and started my 4 strides. I put on my spikes and stretched a little more. They called all the milers to step onto the track. I was in the last lane. I looked to the left and saw 11 tall, strong, fierce men. "Runners, take your mark," the loudspeaker announced. "Set." Then I heard the gun. I bolted from the start line, trying to find a steady pace. After the first turn, I was already in the back of the pack. But I ran my race. After the first lap, I passed 2 people. After the second, I passed another 2. I could hear my parents cheering for me. On the 3rd lap, my dad always told me to run as hard as I could. At the end of the 3rd lap, I passed 3 people. On the 4th lap, I ran my absolute hardest, but I couldn't catch the top 4 runners. So I came in 5th with a time of 5:05, which was not my best, but I learned a great lesson. The lesson was no matter how small you are or how old you are, if you set your mind to something, you can do it.